Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to explore the basic concepts of JavaScript, one of the most popular programming language. The main key concepts of the JavaScript are variables, arrays, functions, loops, and objects. Let's discuss one by one. First we go through the variables. Variables are the constant to store and hold the values. Just, variables are the word list there are three main variable. There are three main ways to declare the variables: where, let, and constant. Where is the oldest way? It can be used anywhere, but it has some quirks. Let is never unused for variables that might change. This is the most common choice now. Constant for variables that should remain constant. Once you set it, you can't change it. For example, we may say let message is equal to hello world. This allows to change the message later. We need now let's move to the SSH. Here are some examples of the variables by declaration and printing the variables. First the variable and next the let variable and the constant variables. The command variables are taken in one example. This. Now let's move up through the second one, arrays. Array is the special variable that can hold multiple values. Think of it as a list. You can access items in arrays by their indexes. For instance, here is an array of fruits. We can easy we can easily get the fruits using fruits of zero. We can also change the items or add new ones. If we want to change the banana to the list, we can use the fruits.push banana. Here are some example of sample code or an example. And let's see the different types of arrays in VS Code. Arrays in JavaScript are accessing the elements of an array. By, by using this code, we can access the elements in the array. Accessing the first element of an array by giving their index in the using their array name. We can access the element of the first or a new one. Accessing the last element of an array. Here is some sample code of this accessing the last element of an array. Modifying the array elements. We can change the array elements by using this code. Next, adding elements to the array. We can add elements in a position by using this code. Removing the elements from array. By using this code, we can remove the elements or add, or we can unfind the array length and converting the array into the string. We can change the following and have more number of examples. Here are some examples to change or add or modify the array or to find the length of the array. Next, we go through the functions. Function is the reusable block of the code that performs the specific task. You can define the function once and then can run it whenever you need to perform the task in the program. Here is some sample code. Functions are Here is sample functions to add the numbers. See now Visual Studio Code. Functions. Functions adding up the two numbers by declaring the number function. You can use anywhere in the code by calling this function. Different types of functions. Using the function expression, you can use the expression and return the numbers or add anyone. Next, uses of arrow functions. These are the different types of the functions in JavaScript. Next, passing the arguments to the function and calling. These are the different types or models of the functions. Next, we move through the loops. A loop is a way to repeatedly reuse the block of code as long as certain conditions are true. Loops are useful when you want to same code multiple times with different values or until a task is completed. There are different types of loops. For loop, here is the some sample code and the output. And next, while loop, this is the sample code. Next, while loop. and here is the output. See, this is the basic example of the while loop, and this is the example of the do while loop and a for in loop, for off loop. These are the different types of the loops in JavaScript and more. Next concept is the objects. An object is the collection of properties, and the property is an associate between a name and a value. A property value can change the function, in which case of the property is known as the method. Here is some sample code of the objects, and JavaScript code demonstrating the sample object. Here is the sample object demonstrating. Here are some object properties and bracket notations. An example of property attributes. Accessing the object members, etc. And an example of a bracket notation. Iterating all keys of an object. Deleting properties, etc. Examples are there in here. Uh, these all are examples basing on the objects. So feel free to modify this. Please give it that. I hope you guys give you a solid starting point. If you are enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up symbol and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more content.